Hello and welcome to another edition of the Big O Show, starring Orestes Destrade. What's up, brother?
Actually, now that I re-heard it, it is better than I'm on.
Oh, now it's better.
Now it's better. I got deked. I got tricked. I got tricked by Timmy Ham. I'm on. He said, "Is it?" Because he did it. He goes, "It's better than JP's, right?" It's better. I go, "Yeah." It was like a little bit peer pressure.
Yeah, exactly. When it used to come to that,
and
I thought you were better than that.
I thought I was better than that too. But I jumped on it. I go, "Yeah. No, you roll your R's better. You roll your R's."
I'm kind of feeling like this is just a prisoner of the moment thing. You're just being a pleaser. So the next time Timmy does it, he'll be better. Come on. Pick a side.
Oh, my God.
Pick a side, for God's sakes.
The Rays. I picked that side.
The Rays sweep the freaking Yankees.
How about them?
Your
apples?
Yankees, by the way. Your Yankees.
You know that I am
Yankee
a Yankee
lover, you.
I am a Yankee lover. But I'm an old school Yankee lover. I don't know if I'm liking this new school Yankee team and what they've done with all the money that they have.
We were just asking that question. How the hell does Cashman still have a job? The old man would have fired him 10 times by now.
Yeah, well.
And not brought him back.
I'll tell you right now, the old man would have called down in the week that Jazz Chisholm had.
Oh,
right. Where he had a routine ground ball in the A athletic series, and he literally just grabbed the ball, took his time, and just threw it to first, and the runner beat it out. A routine ground ball.
Yeah, I remember it well.
Then he misplays, in the bottom of the 10th. You got to know what you're doing. If it's a little bit of a tricky thing, I know we're going to talk about Chandler Simpson, immediately, because he's like been the MVP of the Rays, him and Yandy, obviously. And then,
what the hell was Jazz doing?
What was he doing? You got to go hard after that ball and try to see if you can bang it at home, trying to tag and then afterwards he goes, I was unsure what I was supposed to do with the ball.
The interview, the interview while he's putting in his 4-carat diamond earring, he's like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like, if I'd have tagged him and thrown it would that have been a double? I don't know. Was that?
I was unsure.
I was unsure.
But yeah,
the infield was in. The game's on the line.
Second baseman for the Yankees, making 10.
The backing of my earring's not going. Hold on a sec.
Yeah,
because
I'm super cool.
I think I got it now.
Super cool. Yeah. The boss would have
George Steinbrenner would have saw that interview.
He would have called down and said, take him out of the game right now. And I'm not joking. We're not being facetious here.
No.
I was in the Yankees farm system. I got my little cup of coffee and broke my teeth and got my first hits as a Yankee, thank God, because I was a Yankee fan growing up out of the womb, basically. As I say, most of my family were Yankee fans from Miami, or they lived in New York. So Yankees was like pounded into my head, like FSU was, in yours. But I will tell you, whenever Mr. Steinbrenner, as I called him, legendary owner, controversial owner, would come to any of our minor league parks, we would know beforehand. They would the ownership of, not the ownership, the coaching staff would tell us.
Really?
Oh shit! They would tell you the day before, Mr. Steinbrenner is going to be here tomorrow. Make sure everything is on point. That the way he liked our uniforms worn, he didn't like the shirt out. Run on and off the field, fellas. And we were like nervous.
I love that.
We were nervous that this guy would show up, and this happened to me
accountability
in Fort Lauderdale at A-ball, in Albany in AA, in Columbus in AAA, and obviously the way that he sat there and watched games at the major league level, sitting there with his turtleneck and his blazer, and he literally would whisper or something like that, and things would happen, man. So I think that's accountability. I mean,
hell yeah,
he was at the other realm of craziness and firing people and In fact, in between my marriages, I dated his secretary here, the one that he had one here in Tampa, and then when he was here, and then
I bet she had stories.
Yeah, she was she was a phenom. Yeah, she had stories, but yeah, no, the big stories were like, you know, he loved Dippin' Dots, and she would send her out to go get Dippin' Dots, and if it wasn't just exactly the way, he would yell at her. She'd come, you know, we'd go out and she'd be like, "Come here,
God damn it! I said cookies and cream,
yeah. And why is it not exactly the temperature that I like?" She had to rush back.
It's too hard.
Yeah, no, but so she goes
like yelling at Costanza.
Yeah, kind of it was. And then she would come crying to me and tell me like, "Oh, it's just so hard to work for him, but I'm very fortunate to have this."
But he was like the most generous dude. But anyway, it's accountability.
It's accountability,
and this Yankee team doesn't have it.
Not right now. No. And I think that you're seeing that. And you know, it's a catch-22 when you have such a high payroll, so you have to play these guys. You know, Trent Grisham had a couple home runs last night. We're going to talk about the home runs because they went crazy in the MLB. Just an anomaly of home runs hit by not only in 10 games, 36 home runs, but 9 different guys had, you know, 2 homer games.
Multiple home run games.
Yeah. So, but Grisham has done nothing. $22 million salary. McMahon, the third baseman, is just all that he can basically do is play good third base. You know, so the accountability right now for teams that have such high payrolls, you can look at the New York Mets and what they're doing already in the first couple of weeks and looking, you know, just very pedestrian. You can look at the Houston Astros, who have a high payroll too, lost 9 straight. You know, that's where it gets that the money starts getting a little tricky as far as accountability and or the mantra of that organization, how it's been set up, you know. So when either you have turnover or you have comfort, sometimes when you have turnover, you have trouble. You gotta like Espada's kind of working through being a younger coach with Houston and trying to figure things out. But the coach over Vitello with the San Francisco Giants trying to figure himself out, you know. So they're going. So I give those guys a chance. I give them a mulligan and saying he's trying to establish it. But that's why the Rays, I will say, when you look at the tenure of the last 2 managers that they've had, accountability has always been, you know, a must. And their mantra of how they play has been, even if they've had down years where they're under 500 like the last couple of years, still, you know, you're running on and off the field. You're playing hard. You're doing all the kind of basic
There's a culture to it.
There's a culture to it, JP. And there's big boy teams that are not showing that.
The last time the Yankees won the World Series was
09.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah.
It's a lot of money spent.
Yeah. And they had a hell of a team. They had a hell of a team.
Been a long time.
I covered that series for ESPN.
The Cashman Boone.
Yeah. That was Joe Girardi.
Has just not ever gotten it done.
No.
Well, Cashman, I guess, gets credit for the 09. So
yeah, he gets credit for 09. He gets credit for technically he gets credit for you know, the early stages when they won back in 96 and, you know, the 3-peat and all that. He
was there for that.
Yeah, he came in right after. Well, not 96. He came in 97. Yeah, 96 was the late.
It was already done.
The late but great.
Team was already put together.
That team was put together by the late but great.
You give me 30 years and
Bob
Watson,
who
a number 1, 2, or 3 payroll in this league, and you got to win more than that.
Yes.
So, but that's the Yankees' problem. The bottom line is the Rays swept their ass. First time since 2018 at the Trop.
Right.
First time a sweep of the Yankees since 2021, and they did it with small ball. They did it with great pitching, especially starting pitching. And the bullpen actually answered the bell.
Let's give the bullpen, you know, just due because they were struggling. But a lot of that also, and we talked about that last week, is due to when you're creating so many errors in basically 4 innings of your first, you know, several losses. Most of the errors that they have made were inside of 1 inning a game. You know, where they gave up 5 one game, 6 one game, 7 one game, 8 in the opening game. So most of those errors were very costly. sets your bullpen in disarray at that point in time, because they're pitching with their backs against the wall. So now that is kind of eased in. Not saying they're playing great defense, because even the great Taylor Walls made an error in that series. I think it might have been in the Chicago series. I can't remember. But the bottom line is that their defense, I knew, was going to come back around. So then that eases the life of a bullpen arm, and now they're showing what they're about, which I've always thought was play smart ball. Wasn't thinking they were going to play this type of small ball.
No.
But I'm loving it, because who they're reminding me of?
Yeah.
They're reminding me of that, yesteryear Joe Madden Rays of the 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, those years where you had Power in Longoria and Pena. Those were your two big, 30 plus homer guys.
Yeah.
And then you had guys that would hit in the 20s like Zobrist and BJ. But everybody ran.
Yeah.
Other than those
started
two
with
big guys, Crawford, BJ, the shortstop that ended up hitting 320, 325, Bartlett. Everybody ran.
Yeah.
Iwamura, you name it.
Yeah, they were an athletic team.
They were an athletic team.
Defensive team.
And that defensive team with some great young arms. So that's what we got here. And it's led right now by their MVP. There's three guys that have stood out in the first 2 weeks, and on the mound, definitely Drew Rasmussen. At the bat, it's Yandy, and then it's Chandler Simpson. So what Chandler has done is just become an electrifying player, a fun player to watch. I was a big bopper homer guy, doubles and homers. This kid is not going to hit doubles and homers, not many of them. In fact, he has 0 homers or doubles, but he's got 2 triples. He's got 23 hits, I believe he's got. He's getting on base at an over 400 clip. He's hitting 411, leading the American League. He's got 7 stolen bases right behind Bobby Witt. He's scoring runs and just causing havoc. I mean, in this home stand alone, he had a base hit, stole second, stole third, scored on the ground ball. That's
well, and that was in the 10th inning. You come up, runner on second. He bunts.
Yeah,
they can't get him at first.
No chance.
I mean, it's first and third.
Right.
And the pitcher's like, fudge sickle.
Yeah.
He's going to go to second.
Right.
First or second pitch, he's off.
Gone.
Second.
Yeah.
So you just turned the automatic runner, you're down a run, into second and third, nobody out.
Yeah.
Just solely based on his ridiculous speed.
And a couple of things.
Such a weapon.
A couple of things of note. Number one, he had over 40 stolen bases last year. He did get caught 13 times.
Yeah.
So you kind of eye on that and say, okay, is he learning better how to steal? So far, 7 out of 9. Okay,
that's pretty good.
So that's pretty good. I'll take that clip. Is he striking out less? Only striking out 3 times.
That's crazy good.
That's crazy good. Is he walking? He's got 3 walks. Gonna get that up a little more and be selective. But as long as he's putting the ball in play and making them rush and also crushing, like he gets base hits to the outfield, I'm okay with that. The other thing that you were worried about was the defense. You know what he did the other day when he didn't start in that second game with the Yankees with with one of the best lefties in all of baseball, and Max Fried? He was in the outfield shagging like it was a game, and he wasn't starting.
Working on his craft, working
on his defense, and hitting off live balls, off the bat.
He's got such an infectious personality. His interviews are just awesome. I mean, this is a guy that
much different than Jazz Chisholm's interview. Dare I say?
Dare you say? Yeah, this kid is so lovable.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a good descriptive term for a baseball player.
Infectious,
but he's the speed, the effort, the interviews. He's just such a likable, lovable dude. I mean, he's going to be, if he's not, he's already my favorite player on this team.
Him and Junior have to be your favorite players on the offense. Yandy's the constant. Aranda's the blue collar guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But these 2 guys,
he's the spark.
He's the spark, and then Junior is the
dynamite.
The band. Right. There you go.
The dynamite.
Wow, that's a great example.
Yeah, lightning and thunder.
Oh, that's great little marketing right there. And that leads us.
Babby, you can have it. You can have it.
Yeah, that leads us to the lineup change. And I'm going to applaud the Rays now.
No,
I'm applauding them.
We're gonna have a problem with this
because not only did they finally put him at leadoff, I know
3 weeks.
I know.
Statty Seth,
and it could have been that Statty Seth was trying to just get him eased into comfort, and let me put you at the 3-hole, the 5-hole, which never made any sense for me.
The analytics room has cut off. You guys effed it up the first 2.5 weeks. I cut off the ho-hos.
You cut off the ho-hos.
No more Dungeons and Dragons.
No.
Not until we get it right. No more Roblox.
No.
Sorry, analytics.
What about Fortnite?
Done. Not until you get it right. They finally got it right. But I still on double secret probation.
But here's what
they got to keep keep the 4 together.
No, but not only the 4, but I thought it was going to be that they were just going to go put him at the number 1 hole, push Yandy to 2, which he's an impeccable. Yandy can hit anywhere for any major league team. He 1 through 9, he's comfortable. But I was going to thought 2, Aranda 3, Caminero stays at 4. No, they put Caminero at the 2 hole, which does myriads of things. Number 1, he gets more at bats.
And more fastballs when Chandler's on.
More fastballs when Chandler's on. A double protection with Aranda and
can't pitch around him
with the Yandy. And oh, by the way, Yandy doesn't matter. Yandy can hit anywhere, and he doesn't need protection. So you're going to pitch around Yandy because Fraley's not been hitting much.
Why did it take 3 weeks to get here?
I don't know. And Yandy's going to drive in a ton of runs.
Nice
so just leave that lineup.
Yeah.
And I love the analogy you just made about he's the
Thunder and Lightning.
He's the Thunder and Lightning, man. Those 2 guys could just run away with so much power.
If you're a pitcher starting a game, you're like, okay. All right, I got this pain in the ass, little dude. I got to think about getting off the mound if he's going to drop one on me.
Yeah,
and then when he gets on base, I only got 2 times to go over disengagement, and then he's going to jeez.
And then he looks up.
And, oh shit! Here comes Caminero.
Yeah, right.
All right, it's okay. So I'm going to start him with a strike. So I got him 0-1. Now I want to go to the breaking ball. This son of a bitch over here is going to run. And then I want him in a scoring position. I'm just give him another fastball. Oh shit!
Boom! Or if he gaps it, he's scoring.
Yeah. And if he hits a single, he's on third base. It's first and third.
I think.
And now you got Yandy. Now you got Aranda and Yandy coming up.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Those guys don't matter if it's lefty or righty because Aranda's a solid hitter even against lefties, and Yandy doesn't matter. So then that just creates offense 1 through 4. As arguably, I'm going to tell you right now, I only can think of a couple other lineups that would have a better 1 through 4, and that would be the Dodgers. Would be number 1, and I'm trying to think who would compete with that. Maybe Milwaukee, but not really. There's not the Yankees can't say that. What's Grisham? He's meh. He might get on base, maybe, and he might lead off with a homer. Okay, that's about it. Because when he gets on base, you're not going over there going, Grisham
and that's what
changes
everything.
That changes everything.
And like we even in the 10th inning when he bunts, steals, and then he scored and eventually scores the winning run because Chisholm is like, oh, this freak's on third base. If I get it hit to me, I got news for you. There's no way he was getting him at the plate.
No way. But the moment it goes over Bellinger's head because it bounced, he needed to just rush the home and at least make the attempt.
Yeah.
Forget about trying to tag this guy. Yeah. He probably would have been late, but that's the play. The play is, cut the runner down at home.
So, but the whole series, he triples and he doesn't start the Saturday game.
Right.
Comes in, pinch runs, scores, then triples.
Yeah.
He wins the game.
Basically,
he wins the game, and he didn't even start the game.
He didn't even start the game. No, it was beautiful. And
Friday, he's
and then obviously Sunday, kudos to Drew Rasmussen for the job that he did coming off of something.
18 of 19, 14 in a row.
Yeah,
gets to 6 innings.
Yeah,
holy shit,
just dominated. Yeah. Just dominated the strikes on his slider.
You got to get Mama pregnant like every week.
Yeah, well, you know what that kid needs to get something special because he gave those type of games where you're almost playing for family. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
For something special that happened to you. And so that kid's going to be memorable because he put the Yankees away.
His daughter, I think it's a daughter.
I think it was a girl.
Name better begin with a K.
Ooh, nice.
I like that.
Nice. I like
what
that.
I did there.
But I tell you what, they get a day off. Well, let's talk before we go into the White Sox series. What happened last night in the game of baseball, man? This was just an anomaly. You had 10 games. You had a shortened schedule. On Mondays, you usually have, you don't even sometimes even have 10 games, but they had 10 games. Usually on Mondays, you'll get like 8, and 36 home runs. 9 different guys hit 2 homers in a game, including
that's crazy.
The great Mike Trout and the great Aaron Judge. Numerous other guys, Schwarber hit 2. Our favorite guy that's not a Ray. There's 2 guys that I'm going to throughout the season going to make. Could have been a Ray. Ketel Marte hit 2.
Yep.
But the crazy thing is it was only in 9 games. The last time that 9 or more have hit home runs in a single day was September 10th of 2019 and July 14th of 2024. Sunday and a Tuesday, full docket, 15 games. This was just, I don't know if it's La Pelota. I don't know if somehow, because it just seems to me that not as many homers have been hit in the first couple of weeks. And maybe this week MLB might have said, "Hey, we need to put the new balls out there." I don't know. I'm being a little facetious, but the bottom line,
they would never do something like that.
Those balls,
they would never do that.
Jumping, line drives, everything was going out. Lofty balls, deep balls, and then it was several were bullets. JP, like line drives out of the ballpark. I'm like, gosh, damn. So, and our boy Garrett Crochet gave up 11 runs on 10 hits in an inning and 2/3 last night.
Holy crap.
Yes.
And between that and Skeen's first outing, I mean, those are 2
Skeen's
you never saw coming.
He's settled in.
Of course,
and Crochet was coming off a great start before that. So this is, again, was a weird one. But a bunch of runs scored. And hopefully, listen, chicks dig the long ball. The Rays or chicks dig the bunt ball. I'm okay with small ball as long as you're winning games and get Yandy going. Get Caminero going. Hitting some bombs. Aranda's got 3. Yandy's got a couple. We got enough pop. I'll tell you a guy that I think is going to start heating up once he gets some playing time against some righties. That's going to be Jake Fraley and also Mullins. Those guys can pop it, so it'll add the diversity of they're in the lower 10s, of home runs. They're not going to finish in the top 10, but they could fall in the middle grounds with the power guys that they potentially have.
And Fortes has just been incredible,
bro. I mean, he took was it Fried when he hit that key double.
That ball like high and outside on the black. He takes it to the gap.
Yeah, and that's a difficult lefty who hits. One of the best lefties of hitting the 4 quadrants, as I call him, is Max Fried. He hits every spot on purpose with different pitches, and he's difficult to square up, and he sure did, and that was a key hit because that's when Chandler Simpson came in and pinch ran. So I think that the Rays are off to Chicago. The weather looks to be okay. It looks to be in the high 60s, 70. I do want to talk Sugar Shane McClanahan because I think this is set up beautifully for him to have not just a good game, but to have a great game. He's in good health. The arm is fine. Hasn't thrown that many bullets yet. But there's been 2 starts for him that have been dramatic. Think about it. You had the Milwaukee start, comfortable conditions because it's, smartly indoors, they pitched them in indoors. But still 2.5 years, the hype that you got to be in, if you haven't pitched, all that excitement, dad just passed away last year and he goes out 4 great innings. Then he kind of, he puckers out. Understandable. Then he starts when? First game back in 561 days at the Trop. A lot of excitement. Again, looked pretty good early, kind of tuckered out. This start, I think, is going to be the first one where it's more nondescript.
Yeah.
And it's just him being...
We're in the routine.
In the routine. That's the great word.
Yeah.
You're in the routine, and you're pitching in Chicago, you've been there numerous times already. Oh, by the way, you've got a Chicago lineup that's just abysmal right now in the first couple of weeks. They've got nobody hitting, really. I mean,
one player over 200.
They got one guy hitting 200. Everybody else is under the Mendoza line.
Jesus.
If you're going to worry about a bopper, it would be Murakami, who has hit 4 home runs, but he's hitting 150 something, and he's a lefty that can be easily, pitched around. So this is a Chicago team that, albeit they're hanging in there and playing better than expected, all things kind of, are looking to be a game that should be perfect for McClanahan. I expect him, you can almost book it to go at least 6 strong. Depending on the pitch count, I could see him going into the 7th in this game comfortably.
Wow.
Yeah. If his pitch count is good, if he's like in the, in the low 80s, he could get to, if they allow him for that, I think he can get into the 7th inning. It's made up for that. They are pitching a young kid, first time start in Noah Schultz, who's come out this year, a couple starts in AAA for the White Sox, looking like a superstar. So, he's a big, tall. By the way, I don't know if you know, but I noticed this the other day. There are so many over 6'7", 6'8", 6'10" pitchers in the major leagues that I have never noticed before.
Really?
This kid is 6'10", right? He's a righty. No, excuse me, he is a lefty.
Is he a Randy Johnson clone?
Yeah, he is a lefty. But you've got so many. We've got, Joe Boyle went down now, unfortunately, and I hope when we start hearing little, strain in the elbow, that usually kind of starts leading to stuff. But there's so many of these pitchers that are 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". There's like several out there. We're gonna need to do a look at that one day. But regardless, Noah Schultz is going to be out there on the mound, and first time, so hopefully he'll have some jitters. But I think it's just set up beautifully for Sugar Shane to have himself a fantastic day.
We will find out tonight. What is first pitch? 8:05.
First pitch is going to be at.
Well, you see that. Texas Roadhouse, Wesley Chapel is our wonderful sponsor.
7:40.
I was actually up in Georgia, and we stopped at a Texas Roadhouse.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a great chain. They're individually owned and operated. Yeah, we had a fantastic meal. Yeah, they just have a really, really good consistency from restaurant to restaurant.
Bread and that butter
outstanding.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So, but I got to get to the Wesley Chapel one. Why is that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because listen, they have the best service.
They do.
The best butcher, best location over there, right there on 56, in between all the shopping. The Wiregrass,
just off 75
line, right off 75. Yeah. So you'd love it. Come on down there. Ask for Tyler Hamilton, who's about to have not him, but his wife's about to have a baby. So go celebrate with him over there. But it's just a service.
But now, will he perform better like Drew Rasmussen did after?
I never thought about that.
Will the steaks get better?
We'll have to ask him if.
We expect it.
And he might.
I don't know if it get any better, but
he might have a discount or something. A little
could be
a little birthing. But quality food, comfort food at a comfortable price, can't beat it.
Murphy Auto Group, Genesis of Tampa, which I just purchased my GV70. It's a 2023, but it's just like new. They make it just like new.
Yes,
but it's not a new price,
right? So
you can drive this incredible luxury, like top of the line SUV. Thing is phenomenal. It rides so good. I had to drive over and back to Orlando. It's, I-4 is the worst, but I find when you're in a GV70, right, as opposed to my old Scootabout,
because of the BMW comfort level and all the things that,
and it's got the lane assist.
Your favorite word? What is it? Accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
Accoutrement
is that's French for accoutrement. Yeah, so it's got the lane assist.
Right.
So if you wanted to just kind of put the cruise control on and take your hand.
What? Hey, what?
And it reminds you to put your hands back on the wheel. Some voice comes on and says, hey.
get back on there.
No, but it's got all the bells and whistles, man. It's just so fun.
And they gave you a great trade-in value.
Stereo cranks
right?
Yeah, they gave me great value from a Scootabout BMW.
Yeah.
So it's a great deal, man. I love the Murphy Auto Group. Great folks over there. They're just selling cars like crazy because they're making great deals. And
Miracle Toyota too. If you ever get a chance, come on out there. Haines City.
And the service, by the way. So I got to get a service done on it. Just a couple things that were needed. They got to put the floor mats in and replace. Anyway, so they're like, it's like, should I bring it in? Like, no. We'll come get it.
Right.
We'll do it. Leave your car, and then we'll bring yours back to you.
It's all good.
I don't have to. Nope.
No. We got you.
Valet service.
How about that?
That's nice.
That is super nice.
That is nice.
That is super nice.
They clean it all up for you.
That's super nice for the price. Yes.
Murphy Auto Group, Genesis of Tampa. We love you. All right. So let's get to some comments here.
Yeah.
Alejandro says the public workshop Thursday night on the stadium. Wanted to ask where and what time it is because I would like to partake. It is going to be like previous ones, or will we get to talk to the council members about it?
1:00.
Okay, so is it 1:00?
Yeah.
All right, so we got to bust out right from here from the show. And
1:00 on
you want to go?
Yeah, I'm interested in hearing what's.
All right, so what I'll do, Alejandro, I will do a little bit of research tonight, find out exactly what the deal is to make the most efficient use of our time.
Yes,
because we don't want to be sitting there listening to them talk about stormwater drains. So we'll figure out when we need to be there, how we need to show up, and then we'll get that information to you on tomorrow's JP Peterson show and also on our social medias. So if you'd like to meet us there, Alejandro, we would love to have you and bring a friend.
Yeah, the latest info there, with the economic impact report was very, very positive.
See that?
Yeah.
So this was done by Acon.
Yeah.
And it was at the behest of the TSA, not the Rays.
Not the Rays.
They wanted an independent study,
a neutral study
on what the economic impact would be.
Right.
So their studies showed that they would get taxpayers would invest $1 billion because now the Rays have come up, and so they're doing 57% now.
Right.
And on the stadium alone, they're doing 100% of the private development.
Sure.
But us on the stadium, they've come up, as we told you they would.
Right.
They're going to pay more, so it's now $1 billion to the taxpayers.
Right.
$750 to Hillsborough.
$250.
The $250. Right. So the Acon study says you're going to get back $2.2 billion in tax revenue. Now, I think that's really low. The other two studies that were done were in the 6 and the 4s billions, but
let's go
still
with the low
double.
one.
Even the low one, you're doubling your money plus some.
Right.
That's so. Understand, folks, that we got so many other needs for tax. You put in $1 billion, you get 2.2 back. So if you do have more needs, you get more money back.
Way more.
So that means you're double. So when they need more like tax money,
not
so they won't
M like Mary.
Right. They're not going to come to you for it. Your taxes aren't going to go up because they're making money on this deal. And if it's anything like the battery numbers, and we can project that they'll be very similar, that 75% of the people that visited the battery came from outside Cobb County.
Correct.
Now, it doesn't mean necessarily outside Atlanta, but I think the number there was more like 40% of the people that came were outside the Atlanta metro area.
Right.
So this is all tourist money that is coming in.
Massive tourist
10 million visitors a year. It's like building, as Ken Babby said, a theme park right in the middle of Tampa.
Yes.
And so you get 10 million visitors a year. You create 8 million square feet of property where there is none now.
Yes.
Of taxable property. There's no taxable property on that plot that the Rays are getting. The land is gifted to them.
Sure.
But you're getting $2.2 billion back in tax revenue at the very least, and a $73 billion economic impact over 30 years. $73 billion.
That number blew my mind.
Yeah. And it includes 12,000 permanent jobs at about, they said, an average of $85,000.
Yeah, I saw 79 to 85,000.
Those are nice jobs.
Those are nice jobs.
Those are good jobs.
Those are great jobs.
You read, and you also get a brand new Hillsborough College, which you would not get if not for this project, because the state will not put that money into it. They'll put it into a new problem. They've allocated the money to build a new college.
Yeah. Because
they're making tax revenue off of the deal.
Sure.
So they're for them, they're like,
It's a given. Yeah.
It's everything. This all works out because of what this land is.
And then you add to that the ancillary benefits around,
the halo effect is
the
what
halo
they call
effect
that.
of Drew Park. If you just do smaller rebuilds, the Rays won't be responsible, but who wouldn't be smart enough to
for
build
instance,
around there? The Bucks get ancillary kick because people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy Buck stuff. You know what I mean? Because I'm a football fan too.
So if you have
everybody kind of benefits.
Oh God, yeah. If you have a crappy scrapyard in Drew Park, and there's plenty of them right now,
several.
There's 800 other acres that are in this CRA. So if you wanted to say, you know what, I want to mow down my scrapyard and put up 10 townhouses.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Once this starts, your property value is going to quadruple in value.
At least.
And you're going to be able to, put a developer on there to build these townhouses. We get more, what I would call affordable housing, because that's not going to be as expensive as the other stuff in South Tampa.
Yeah.
So it's such a win-win everywhere, on every level. And any objection that I've ever heard, the only objection that you hear is, oh, we don't want to give billionaires all this money. Well, guess what? If we don't give it to them, somebody else will. And so they're going to make their money. If you feel like, somehow you're being wronged, you're getting your tax money back.
Sure.
So how does it help you? Well, it gives you more tax money to fix the things that you want to fix and get more fire trucks.
Yeah, the legacy is the legacy.
Yeah,
it is a legacy for the owners and the buildings and those people behind that. But it's a legacy for this community too. So the benefits there's a duality of.
We get to keep our baseball team. Is that important to you?
Yeah, that's massively important. But to be honest with you, the quid pro quo of community development and community benefits is actually the first thing. And but along with that, you get to keep the team.
Right.
What would be great along that is a championship and all the trimmings thereof. That's the icing on the cake. But the cake is developing something that is going to be standing for decades, that is going to be a destination.
Well, and understand, we are still very much a tourist economy.
Correct.
We are a tourist economy. So if you don't build this and you lose your Major League Baseball team, you're headed in the wrong direction.
100%.
Now, if you do build it and all the ancillary benefits we just mentioned, and you get to keep your Rays baseball team, and you get not only Rays baseball games, but you get World Baseball Classic games, other college baseball tournaments, major events. It's going to be a concert venue, so more concerts coming in.
Listen, even
WrestleMania,
even the beaches benefit,
right? Yeah, because people that visit here are going to stay at the beach and go to the bar. Of course, and the whole area benefits.
Yes,
and so we are a tourist economy, and then the Bucks are going to do what they do, which is going to make their stadium more available for Super Bowls and national championship games. So you're building a sports complex and an area that is second to none in terms of hosting big events. Because you want to go to Dallas, you want to go to Atlanta, landlocked Dallas and Atlanta,
right?
You want to go to, or would you rather come somewhere in January or February for a Super Bowl where you could stay at the beach, where you have water everywhere? You could take boats out in the bay, you could go fishing, you can go to the river.
Even Miami can't say this.
No, they can't.
Even Miami,
this would be
with the new soccer stadium. This was just trumpet dramatic.
Yeah, when you do Super Bowls there, you got the stadium out west.
Yeah.
Way away from South Beach.
Basketball's over there on Brickell. It's all fragmented.
Yeah, it's all fragmented.
Hockey's off to the side and the west side. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work. So we'd have so much to offer in all these jobs that because trust me, AI is taking jobs.
Yeah, sure.
These are the type of jobs, and I know they're not, the greatest job, but they're jobs.
Yeah, buddy.
If you have a busy tourist area, you're going to have a lot of traffic and bringing in money from the outside, these tourist taxes that are going to pay for all the things that we need in terms of infrastructure.
When you think that Cobb County had 28% of their foot traffic was from outside of Georgia, that's almost a third of people that were just intrigued to want to come out there, catch a game, enjoy, in the summertime, beautiful the Georgia area. Maybe they went up to the mountains after that. But that's 28% of them were from outside of Georgia, and they're not a tourist attraction place. But you have Florida that is a tourist attraction place.
I mean, well, the people coming in from Orlando, there's 70 million.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we could go over to that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That's
and when the Bright
cool.
Line comes in,
oh, that's going to
which hopefully will be
now,
a couple of years after
this
is done.
The bottom line to this is that there's a crooked number and a lot of zeros out there.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? So it's not, 200 million, it's 2 billion.
Yeah.
And it's hard for people to put their arms around it, but that's, the numbers, thank goodness that they did a neutral economic survey, and maybe there's another one pending. I don't know, but
they've all come back with, and this is why the current mayor Castor loves it. The past and future mayor Buckhorn loves it. Ken Hagan loves it. A county commissioner. Most of the politicos, the electeds have said they like it. There's
you see where
I mean, the governor loves it.
You see where our boy Charlie Chris
get out of here.
Charlie,
we're gonna trade the Bucks for the Rays. Bucks build in St. Pete. Which listen, a football stadium would be much better. It can go anywhere because it's people travel on the weekends, and the travel over to St. Pete is not that big a deal.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's never going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's a
but
great
you could
idea.
Put the Bucks over in 301, and it'd be a huge success.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a need to do that?
No,
I don't believe there is.
Somebody wants their name out there
to become mayor of St. Pete.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to be going out for that.
All right, back to baseball. Michael LaRue says, tell Eric Neander not to trade with the Twins anymore. They stole Joe Ryan and Taj Bradley, and the Rays have gotten very little in return.
Yes.
He's correct.
He is correct.
Taj Bradley, by the way, 3-0 with a 1.25, 29 strikeouts, which is third in the league.
Yeah. How well has Taj come out, man? That guy, outstanding.
Brandon Lowe, 6 home runs, second in the league, hitting 278 for the Pirates.
Right.
Josh Lowe hitting 122 for the Angels with a couple of home runs. And Shane Baz.
I was looking up Shane.
He's not doing great.
No, he's not.
He's like 0-1 with a 4 point something. Not horrible, but
he's not horrible. He's 0-1 with a 4.5.
Yeah.
But he's in the rotation, and he's pitching to what his record has been for his short tenure in the major leagues. He's a 17-18 guy with a 4.3 ERA. So, strike out an inning type of guy, power arm. He's got to turn it around and start becoming, a real, frontline type of guy. Can he? I think he can, but I get it. The Minnesota trades really were painful. The Houston trade, for example, for Paredes was painful. Those have hurt. Some of them, have made sense, as far as who you brought in. So the bottom line is this is a team right now that is overall healthy, and a couple of guys are about to be coming back. I would expect Ryan Pepio to be coming back soon. The big guy, Uceda, as I was going next, is I think he did a AA rehab, and he's headed over to AAA Durham for his continuing his rehab. So he's around the corner. You got Walls back. Gavin Lux had a little bit of a setback from what I heard.
Who?
Gavin Lux. Who I'm talking about, Jerky.
Oh yeah, that was a big acquisition.
So he's coming back. Listen, you know what?
Can't wait to get his 5 home runs in the lineup.
JP, what kind of ball are we playing?
Small ball.
So I'm just worried about the 3 big boppers that need to wake up. Got the likes of Fraley, Mullins. Those guys starting to pop in a little bit because what you're going to get with the tremendous trio. And then when you get a little bit of that with the small ball, give me Gavin Lux. Give me Williamson. Give me LaDuca.
All right. Alejandro actually asked you.
LaDuca was the old catcher for. But I like Johnny, by the way, a lot.
Alejandro says the Rays sweeping the Yankees over the weekend and the small ball. How confident are you in the offense consistently putting up runs? I still feel bullpen was the problem. And your thoughts on that topic?
They're an extremely athletic team. And I noticed that in spring training. It's showing itself in the first couple of weeks of the season. That should not change, barring health, barring, a couple of guys going down, and namely the power guys going down, because the small ball guys, they're kind of interchangeable. You know what I mean? So,
we don't have a lot of boppers.
Ryan Blade, Johnny, Williamson, Walls, Lux, Palacios, those guys are all interchangeable. You can't be losing Jonathan Aranda for 2 months, Cameronero for a month or two, heaven forbid. Yandy, and nor actually the most electric guy, hopefully Chandler doesn't get hurt, sliding around, diving around. So to answer your question, yeah, I think this is extremely sustainable. Extremely. You get a few jacks here and there. You get good starting pitching. The bullpen, comes around and fortifies a little bit better. I liked Hunter Biggie back up in the big leagues. He looked good, in the homestand.
Yes, speed doesn't slump.
Wow, good one. Speed does not slump,
no,
brother. It doesn't. And athleticism
does not slump.
So first to third, score on second. Say, let's just do that all day long, and you win. What did I say going into the season, day one? In the end, this team is going to play a lot of 4-3, 5-4 games.
Yeah. The whole Yankee series. Yeah, there it was. And if your bullpen's on point and your defense is on point, you win those games
as opposed to losing them.
Right.
That's it.
And defense got cleaned up.
They're not going to be playing 9-7 games. 11-6 games like we saw, like in St. Louis and in Minnesota. No. These are going to be mostly, 6-4, 5-3, 4-3, and you could definitely be on the plus side on that because of the athleticism. Take advantage of that, and then play good defense, please. Por favor, play good defense.
Rick is in. He says that Tim's Orestes was done with AI.
Oh, Nelly, only a sophomore.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. Rick also says, Big O, everyone knows. Rick says, Big O, everyone knows you want to bang at home. Alluding to the bang earlier.
bang play.
Alex Nunn says, the Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Can we get like
Alex, we will have none of that.
Can we get one of our radio guys, maybe Andy, to belt that out one day?
Will the Yankees lose?
Yankees lose.
That would be outstanding.
Yeah, they're too nice for that.
On a Yankee loss?
Yeah, him and Neil are they're too polite, too nice for that. You need a jerk like me to pull that off.
Nah, BA would do it.
BA would do it.
BA would do it. Well, I'll text BA and say, hey, next time.
Yeah, D-Wayne, no chance he does.
No, D-Wayne. But D-Wayne, the Rays win another one, and then he on the back heel, you can hear BA in the back going, Yankees lose. Yes. I'll text BA. We'll hit him up and buy him dinner at
Alex Nunn says small ball is the key to success, especially when the Bronx Bombers can't do neither.
Dude, they weren't. Well, yesterday they were bombing, but they're a tricky little team. They've got all the talent in the world. I want to get
the Yankees number again like we had it for a while.
They're a tricky team. They got some tremendous talent, but if three guys don't hit around, 4 guys that I'm going to single out that don't hit around Judge, and you basically have only 3 guys that are really hitting, and that's Stanton, Judge, and Rice, which is the only guys that you can, if you look at the Yankees right now, count on. Grisham's questionable. Jazz, cocky, but 50-50, por favor. 40-40. I mean, yeah, you might go 30-30 because you're fast as shit, and you swing out your ass, but you're going to hit 220. What good are you doing? And play mediocre second base? That's worth $10 million, I guess, in this day and age. Yes. McMahon, horrendous. Wells needs to hit. The Yankees could be in a heck of a lot of trouble because they don't have an athletic team.
Right.
They do not.
They'll slump.
Rice doesn't run. Judge, you don't want him to run too much because you don't want to get him hurt. Stanton doesn't run. Wells doesn't run. McMahon doesn't run. the only guy that really runs is Jazz Chisholm, because Grisham is okay.
Yeah,
he's not a speed burner. We got a better center field. I'm gonna tell you right now. You tell me, the Yankees. You're the GM of the Rays, and the Yankees call you and say, "Hey, hey, buddy, how about? Come on now, let's do a deal, man. How about I give you Trent Grisham, you give me Cedric Mullins? Are you doing that deal?" You're thinking about it. I don't even think about it for 10 seconds. I want the comments right now for our boys and girls, whomever's out there. Would you trade Trent Grisham straight up for Cedric Mullins right now? Oh my God, dude! I'm gonna get my bat and I'm gonna hit
Mullins,
you over the head.
I mean, Mullins is not the Mullins of old. Me? I mean, I would say no, right? But I don't. No. I mean, it's not the 2021 Cedric Mullins we're talking about. We still don't know.
Dude,
we still don't know how good he's going to be.
Trent Grisham. Trent Grisham is not that great a center fielder.
I don't think.
We'll
see.
I think
but is Cedric Mullins over the hill? I don't know yet.
Cedric Mullins the better center.
He misplayed
fielder.
a ball the other day. He should have had.
Cedric Mullins runs way faster than so he could
also
steal a bag.
211 last year.
Hey, bro. I would never trade him for, and even if the Yankees said we'll pay 18 million of his $22 million contract.
Douglas Batista says, I was at the game on Sunday. So great to see the sweep and how they manufactured runs. Palacios and Williamson with clutch defensive plays that saved the day. How about that?
So
right?
That's what I'm saying. Listen, Palacios play behind second base was just
that was a great play.
Was an unbelievable play. Not just the throw too. We've got good defense, man. The whole error thing
didn't look like it early on.
No, but we were on the road. It was a little cold. They weren't in sync yet. We've got solid to above average defense.
Well, better because it's the way we're set up. Mike H says Chandler is the fastest man in baseball, and Junior has the fastest bat. That is true.
That's true.
Lightning and thunder.
Yeah. He is.
Lightning.
He is the quickest to get to the what is it? 30-foot speed. 30-pound or whatever. 30.
Well, he's quickest first base.
Yeah, he's quickest to first base, but there's also a stat where he's the quickest to get to the 30-foot speed, 30 square feet or whatever. Right?
Whatever. He's fast.
He's super fast.
It's just in. What else we say? Rick says, when red and blue politicians all agree on a deal, it's either 1, a good deal, 2, profitable for everyone, 3, private invite to Epstein Island.
What? How did that sneak in there?
He is correct. It's like you have both sides of the aisle. Although local politics doesn't get very partisan because you actually have to get shit done.
Yeah, so you can't get too dramatic with it.
Yeah. So that's good. And I think most of these politicians have the city's best interest at heart. Tampa Bay's, I mean, that's their job. So and
there
again,
it is. He's the fastest in the major leagues to reach the elite speed of 30 feet per second. He goes 30 feet per second.
Jesus.
Nobody reaches that.
All right. Hey, update here. I'm seeing on social media, but I will verify this for tomorrow's show. Hillsborough County Commission meeting is 1:30 on Thursday. No public comment.
Is it Thursday?
But the public can watch live.
I sworn I saw Wednesday.
Thursday, 4/16. And then Tuesday, 5/5, Tampa City Council Public Workshop at the Convention Center. Public comment will be included. That's going to be a shit show or a wonderful show.
Right.
I'm telling you, we're going to flood that convention center with Rays fans and Peterman's. We're all going to that. So if there's no public comment on Thursday, should we show up and just like yell and scream and bring signs? I don't know if that's worth. We'll let me research that. I'll talk to Hagan and see what he says and what we should do.
Yeah.
So I'll have that information on social and on the show tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All
right. Anything else we need to get to today? That's all the comments.
We got Chandler. We got Sugar Shane. Small balls.
I'm just excited to watch baseball tonight. I got no lightning tonight, so we can just watch baseball.
Right.
And then we can We got Lightning on Wednesday, and then the playoffs this weekend, and more baseball. Then they're back at the Trop soon too. So that's all good. Very excited about that. It's baseball season, bro.
I wonder if it'd be too early for
what?
No, maybe not. I just wonder if the lineups are out.
Oh, they've started.
I don't see it.
Now usually it's 8:00 game, right?
Yeah, it's a 7:40 game.
Oh, 7:40.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here it is. 4:14, 7:40 p.m. game.
Okay.
I'm just, you know why I'm intrigued? Because it's a big, tall, first time pitching in the big leagues, lefty.
Maybe you don't have Chandler. Huh?
I'm just wondering if Chandler. I agreed with Max Fried. He's a superstar. But give me 1 to 4, man. Give me my 1 to 4.
Just stick with it.
Give me my 1 to 4.
All right, partner.
All right.
Tell everybody what they need to do.
Regardless of how things are going, stay tranquil and drop it.
Oh, good advice.